All right, you guys. So I'm going to show you how to play the CPI data and the preceding press conference on Bitcoin with a leverage kind of play, a Bitget kind of play. So I already recorded this video and I had it on mute, which is a bummer. Because what I was saying is to enter right here, okay? And so based on CPI data coming out, what you have is basically a 30-minute pop and drop on the SPY, right? And so actually on the SPY, it's going to be more like a 10 to 15-minute interval, but that will play out on Bitcoin in a 30-minute interval. So what you can do is around 150 today, there's going to be volume that comes in. Historically on the SPY, there'll be volume that comes in, and historically what that does is that creates this buying, and it will start around 2 o'clock, maybe between 2 and 2:05, because as the data comes out, the volume comes in, and as the reaction takes place, what you're going to see is a big volume spike on the SPY, and it would look something like this. You'll have around 2:05, a little run up coming into it, and then you'll see this pop. It will probably pop to right around that level on the SPY, so you could set an alert and be like, hey, when we hit this level, I want to sell. So how that translates into Bitcoin is you go over to Bitget exchange, and I would have already hit this play, and so I'm showing you a little bit after the fact because I didn't enter the order, but we'll get another chance. And so around 150 today, assuming Bitcoin comes back down, which it will, you'll enter your play around 150, okay, and set your stop loss for about 0.25% below your entry. And then you're just going to play this zone, right, really quickly on this 30-minute time frame. Maybe 45 minutes, but you want to exit because the volatility is going to come in. And so on the SPY, what you're going to see is this move up. It will look a lot like this, and then the next 15 to 20-minute interval will be this kind of selling, this candle here, okay? And so that's from about 150 to about 215. Okay, that's the data being released, and you can see Bitcoin's already coming back down. So then at 2:30, Powell will come out, and he is going to have a press conference, okay? And so the way the press conference works is he's going to start to answer questions live. And when he speaks, you're going to see volatility in the market, right? It's going to move up and down, so you want to be in your play ahead of time. You do not want to play the volatility and get caught in that trap because that will wreck you. So this is that time period where he could come out and say something, the market reacts positively to it, but you're in this support and resistance kind of zone, so it's likely not going to just break out on this news press conference at 2:30. And so he'll answer questions. If he diverges from the plan, okay, then what you're going to see is the SPY do this and then break to the downside. So back here, what happened was the market had priced in all of the news, Ukraine, commodities, all of that news, and the projected 0.75 point rate hike was coming in right here in this zone. So the market has already priced that in. And based on that market pricing, now we see this little move to the upside, but nothing significant to say that things have flipped bullish. So with that being said, the market has priced in this past price action and now is looking to the Fed to say, hey, are you going to diverge from the plan? If you are, we don't like the uncertainty, and so we're going to sell. And or does he come out with like a soft kind of press conference, keeps everything in place, no surprises. They're going to go with the 3/4 base hike, and then what you'll see then, what you're looking for tomorrow, is the continuation. So you have earnings coming out this week, and all the companies, it's like no news is good news. Even a little bit of bad news is good news. As long as it's not dire, what you're seeing is that even with some poor earnings, you're not seeing massive selling, right? And so that would lead us to conclude that if he does not diverge from the plan, that there could be a continuation pattern upwards. If there is, then what you're going to see on Bitcoin will be if you miss this play today and you can get an entry here at this support, then you would hit the continuation pattern, right? And so that continuation pattern would look something like this. It might get trapped in this zone like that, but then you're going to have one of those big pumps, right? And so that would be Thursday, Friday. You have Apple coming out. That's a big event. And so you're really just playing this zone, this 2.87% zone for this daily. So this is a daily play. If you miss it and you want to re-enter, you can re-enter here. And based on the idea that he doesn't surprise, then you would see a further continuation. If Bitcoin